What you are looking at is a natively generated 1440p animation running right here on a laptop with just 8 GB of VRAM. I'm going to show you exactly how to pull this off on your own 8 GB machine. The ComfyUI JSON file is in the comments below to get you started. You can see my specs on Tech Power Up GPU Z here. I'm on an RTX 5068 GB laptop with 32 GB of dual channel system RAM. For the model, I'm using the VRAM 2.25B Turbo Q8 GTUF. I'm setting the resolution to 1440p. I've got the length at 61 and the frame rate at 12, which gives us a solid 5-second 1440p native video. Now keep an eye on the task manager. My VRAM is sitting around 7 GB, but look at that system RAM. It's nearly at 30 GB. This means some heavy offloading is happening. And this is the 8K image we did in the last video. If you want to see how to hit 8K locally on an 8 GB laptop, go check that one out. But right now, we are giving life to the lady we generated. The positive prompt is everything here. We are using a turbo model that only takes 4 steps. So you've got to be surgical. One wrong move and you will get artifacts or that nasty oversaturation. Always use stabilizers like soft lighting, temporal consistency, and high bitrate to keep the render clean. And don't sleep on the negative prompt either. It's just as important for getting those top tier results. While this processes in the K sampler, let's look at the internal nodes. In the model sampling node, I've set the value of shift to 5. The default is 8, but 5 aligns the sampler perfectly with the turbo model's noise schedule. Then we have the WAN video NAG node. I've boosted the NAG scale to 35. This injects your negative prompt directly into the attention mechanism, which is a lifesaver for keeping the model on track when you are running low CFG. Now we are hitting the VAE decode. Since we are at 1440p, this is going to take some time. And here's my VRAM drops to 6.3 GB and system RAM to 24 GB once the heavy lifting is done. Here you can see the values of K sampler. As you can see here, I have set the noise seed to fixed because we are doing a benchmarking video using different resolutions. Steps is set to 4. Do not increase it or your video will get destroyed. CFG is at 1. You can safely experiment with it between the values of 1 and 2. We are using SS Solver as a sampler. You can also use UniPC as a sampler. However, SS Solver brought me the best results. For the scheduler, I'm using Beta. You can also try using simple or normal, but Beta worked me the best. Here you can see I have done hundreds of generations using a variety of combinations. I got my best generations with the settings I mentioned previously. And here's our natively generated 1440p clip. As you can see, it took around 13.5 minutes to generate this 5-second 12 fps clip. And here's our clip in the ComfyUI output folder. You can see all the details here in the properties. Let's set the resolution to 1080p and see how long it takes. Well, it took around 6.5 minutes. Here you can see the details. Let's try 720p now. Well, here's the image, but you can see some distortions in the picture. This might be because the frame rate is only 12. We didn't see them in our native 1440p and 1080p clips though. As you can see here, it has taken less than 3 minutes to generate this 720p 5-second 12 fps clip. Let's increase the frame rate to 20 and the length to 101. Here's the video. It took a little more than 4 minutes, 271 seconds to be exact, and the distortions are gone. And it looks smooth after increasing the frame rate from 12 to 20. Now let's set the frame rate to 24 and increase the length to 121. Well, here's the video. 5 seconds, 720p, 24 fps. And it took around 5.5 minutes to generate this. And finally, let's see how long it takes to generate a 480p 24 fps 5-second video. Well, it took just 93 seconds, but as you can see, the quality isn't that good. Now let's move on to the installation process. Here's the page of our model in Hugging Face. As you can see, I'm using the VRAM 2.2 5B Turbo GGF model. You can see the recommended settings for this model right here. Here you have the base model and 2 LoRa models required for this workflow. Next, let's move on to the text encoder. Here I'm using the non-GGUF FE8 version because it's only 6.7 GB and fits into the 8 GB VRAM. Next, the VAE. I'm using VAN 2.2 VAE safe tensors as you can see in the image. Here you have the direct download links to all of the models. They will be automatically downloaded to your downloads folder once you click these links. And here is the directions to put your downloaded models inside the ComfyUI models folder. Put the VAN 2.2 Turbo GGUF inside the unit folder. The text encoder goes to the text encoders folder. Drop the VAN 2.2 VAE inside the VAE folder. And finally, drop the LoRa models inside the LoRa's folder. Select the VAN 2.2 Turbo model in the GGUF unit loader. Select the text encoder in the load clip node. Select the VAN 2.2 VAE model in the load VAE node. Finally, select the LoRa models in the LoRa load model only node. Please keep everything up to date using the ComfyUI manager. If you have any missing nodes, just click install missing custom nodes. That's it guys. Tell me how your laptop handled this workflow in the comments below. See you in the next video.